Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Vada Local coming at you with another booster box opening. Today, we're venturing into the world of Flesh and Blood, and we're going to open up the Hunted booster box. This is my first experience doing anything with Flesh and Blood as far as an opening goes. Recently bought a couple of the little Blitz decks, played it, had tons of fun. So figured this might be a good opportunity to, see what it is or what it's like to do maybe a draft experience, or just kind of see what the set and a booster box has to offer. So yeah, let's try and get these packs out. Oh my goodness, I can't even grab them. So these have a paper kind of packaging as opposed to a normal plastic, like Magic and Pokemon have the plastic ones. These are much more papery, so they're as you can see, they're sliding all over the place. So I guess let me try and get these organized a little bit, and then yeah, we're just gonna push those kind of right there and watch them fall all over the place. But yeah, I don't know what to expect with these. I don't know the order or anything. I don't really even know kind of what's good, other than you get some commons and some rares, and I think it's then mythic and then legendary. Okay, so these are backwards. So this is going to be your weapon and your token card. So let's flip it, and then towards the end, if we can get these in focus, there we go. Towards the end is going to have the bigger hits. So you can see down here, this is there's a gray C, so that's your commons. So we'll kind of just go through these a little bit, see what we think, if there's anything that kind of stands out. Okay, so then there's a rare, so the blue R right there, which I believe is the equivalent of an uncommon in Magic. So a bubble to the surface, followed by a mythic. Okay, so there's our mythic hit, a Tarantula Toxin, followed by comet, a foil. Oh, okay, so there are foil treatments in these too. That looks pretty cool. Very nice. And then back to our tokens and weapon cards. Cool. All right, so that is the first pack. Let's see. So there are 24 boosters in total per box. And did I flip it? I did. Okay. I'm gonna figure out kind of the tempo and everything for these. All right, so let's go through the commons. There's an equipment right there. Okay. Let's get to the rare. So there's the rare. Sound the alarm. And then another rare. Where did I put these? Okay, we'll put that there. Come on, focus. There we go. Dragon Power. And then a foiled rare. Okay. Nice. Cut from the same cloth. And then our Mark of the Huntsman and another Kunai of Retribution. Put those tokens there, and we'll keep the foils together. All right. Next pack. So the Arachne Funnel Web, that's one of the heroes' alternate forms for the Hunted, which I'd be interested in possibly building an Arachne deck. But to be honest, I definitely want to see if I can do like a Syndra. Syndra just seems like a cool deck that kind of fits my playstyle. So the first rare, an Orb Weaver Spinneret, followed by a mythic Oath of Loyalty. Very nice. A draconic attack, so that would be pretty good, I believe, in the Syndra deck. And then our foil, Dynastic Dedication. I will say it's a very different and unique. Ooh, Fang. Our this would be the Blitz hero. Oh, and we got Syndra, the young. So that's going to be a Blitz hero as well. Okay, so maybe I do need to check the backs of those hero cards. Okay. All right. Fourth pack so far. This has definitely been kind of interesting. I will say the artwork is different feels, different vibes from Magic, but still really, really good. Like, you can kind of see a bit of kind of like a darker vibe and theme, but I guess that kind of goes with the game. Pursue the Edge of Oblivion. Generic actions. Okay, so the generics are usually really good from a collection standpoint because you can use them for pretty much whatever. Look at those foilings. For the Realm. Oh, come on. What are you focusing on? It does. What is my camera doing? There we go. All right, we'll just kind of keep it down a little bit lower then. All right, so the weapon, and then another alternate form for Arachne. Well, we might be we might be playing Arachne then, or building at least an Arachne deck. So, all right. I feel like it's trying to focus on the lettering. There we go. That's better. All right, through the commons, we'll try and speed this up a little bit more while still enjoying the experience. So Dragon Power, another rare, followed by Fire and Brimstone for a rare. And then a Trot Along for the foil. Very nice. Another Kunai of Retribution. And then Fang and, well, so we got Arachne in the young version, so we can definitely build a Blitz deck for Arachne with that, and then all of the alternate. And as I say it, we get another alternate form for Arachne. All right, next pack going to be a Power Stance, followed by a Mythic of Devotion Never Dies, a Ninja action, and then a Mark the Prey for the foil. Very cool. And then a Fealty and a Mark token, and then Arachne 1 and 2. All right. Oh, this is interesting. So the back card has a normal back. So it's not a double-sided token, at least. All right. Compounding Anger for a rare, and I think I cheated and saw the next rare. Yep, a Cut Through. Followed by a foiled rare of Whittle from Bone. Obsidian Fire Vein. Draconic Warrior Weapon. Okay. Oh, and a generic resource, Cracked Bauble. Interesting. Oh, so these weapons are actually dual-sided too. So a Draconic Warrior Weapon followed by an Assassin Weapon. Very cool. Okay. Well, that seems something interesting that LSS seems to be kind of like making sure that the options are available for people. Like, they're not trying to withhold things as far as like from a playability standpoint. So that's pretty cool. Silver Talons for a rare, followed by a Relentless Pursuit, and then a Trap and Release for the foil. Nice. Oh, and I think this this frame border seems to be kind of unique and special. I'll have to look into that. Arachne 3 and 4? Yep. And then a double-sided weapon, too. Okay. All right, so I wonder... Be interested to see kind of how... There is a Syndra, a young Syndra. We want the old Syndra. We want to make a constructed deck. Like I was saying, I wonder how the legendary rate is for something like this. Or Weaver Spinneret for the rare. And then a foiled rare, Rake Over the Coals. Draconic instant attack. Very nice. Ooh, Draconic equipment. Oh, that's a foiled legendary. Holy moly. So we were just talking about the legendary pull rate, and it's foiled. I have no idea the value of this, but that's gotta be a big hit. Wow. Okay. I'm going to speed that up real quick, just to be sure, and yeah, and then I'm gonna follow up and see about that one. Look at that. Very cool. Draconic legs. That would play right into building a Cinder deck. Oh, that's exciting. Okay. I don't think that's necessarily the quote-unquote meta equipment for her, but I could be wrong. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Moving on. Next, cut from the same cloth again. And then Art of the Dragon Scale, a ninja attack rare. And then a foil Imperial Intent. Look at that. Look how the dragon foil shines off of that. That is so cool. Very cool. And then a double weapon double. Yeah. Nice. All right. Man, this is definitely a different vibe and feeling, but it feels pretty good so far compared to like some of the magic boxes we've opened recently. Up sticks and run. Okay, so the in the yellow for the rare, and then a red diced, and then a layer of the spooter for our foil. Oh, and a mythic. Okay, so this last slot can be multiple things apparently. Yeah, a blue retrace ninja action. That's got to be pretty good. Very nice. Okay, and oh, nice, an Arachne 5 and 6. So we have gotten every Arachne alt form at this point. Okay, so that is a unique backing to that card. I don't know what that means. So, but the Hunted apparently contains 1 Fabled, 17 marbles, 6 legendaries, 42 majestics, 66 rares, 130 commons, and 16 tokens. So I'm kind of interested to see what's on the front side of that, if that's something important. Going through our commons. Red Alert gloves for equipment piece. All right, To the Point for our first rare. Get that in focus. There it goes. Followed by a mythic, Sharpened Senses. Public Bounty in the foil. Look at that. That's cool. Little poster, and then the background, everything's on fire. Nice. And then a Graphene. Okay, so this is a good assassin weapon. Okay, so it's just kind of a little advertisement card, if you will. Okay. Nothing special on those. Wah, wah. Alright, trying to get these stacks situated a little better. There we go. Alright. I believe that puts us halfway, so getting into the second half of the box, we've gotten one foiled legendary so far. Any sort of fables, or I'll have to look at the naming conventions for these again. Okay, so a fabled is the top hit, and then 17 marvels. So we want the marvels too. All right, so first rare, Rake Over the Coals, followed by Calming Breeze, and then a blue diced for a rare foil. Very cool. And then a double token and a Mark the Huntsman, the kunai. I believe that kunai is probably going to be my weapon of choice for the Syndra deck, I think. Just due to her kind of special abilities. Would be nice if we could pull her, though. I've yet to see her outside of the young version. Flurry Stance, followed by Whittle from Bone, and then Take a Stab for the foil, and a token, and Arachne again. Quite a few Arachnes. And speak of the devil, we got Arachne again in the actual hero. Alright. Commons. First rare, Blade Beckoner Plating. Followed Displayed Loyalty. Followed by an outed foil. I have to move that down a little bit. Hold up. So we got a double Arachne Young, and a young Syndra and a young Fang. Okay. I wonder if the older hero cards are only the Marvels, so like they're super rare hits. But that wouldn't make sense. That would like make it really hard to play any of the heroes from the set. Or maybe I'm just skipping over them in the commons and they're in there. Who knows? All right, blue rare Silver Talons, followed by a Razor's Reflex, and a mythic foil Perforate for an Assassin Warrior attack reaction. Nice. Okay. So a full art foil mythic Ignite. Look at that. That is sweet. Draconic Ninja attack. Okay. I'm gonna sleeve that one up too. I feel like that's kind of special. It's the first full art card that we've seen so far. We'll put that up there with our legendary. But yeah, like I was saying, I have no idea the cost or value or anything of these. Just wanted to do kind of a raw opening and reaction, I guess, feel for it. So I'm going to actually look at these commons as we go through to see if we can actually get a hero in it. Doesn't look like it in that one. All right, first rare, Cut Through, followed by Twist and Turn, a Defang the Dragon in the foil. Nice, it's like an old school Eastern artwork. Very cool. Rolling Fisher for a Mythic Guardian action. Okay. an X1 casting cost. This is the first time I've seen that. Destroy an aura with cost X or less. Okay, cool. That would be good for definitely a Guardian deck. Ooh, a full Mark token. I do like that. I like the big ones probably a little bit more than the little ones. All right, next pack. See if there's any. We do seem to be getting equipment through the commons, but still no heroes. All right, first rare, Art of the Dragon Fire, followed by a Diced, and then Tip Off for our foil, followed by another equipment, and then our weapon. Okay. All right, coming down to the final 6. If you guys have made it this far, thank you. I really appreciate it. There's been a lot of new support and everything for the channel with subs and comments and activity in the Discord. If you guys could do that YouTube stuff for me, it's quick, free, and easy. Head down, smash that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button if you feel I deserve it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about Flesh and Blood. And if you have any sort of deck building tips, or if I've overlooked a card that you're like, hey dummy, that's a really good one, let me know. All right, first rare, Stains of the Redback, and a mythic for Prowess of Agility, and then a Grow Claws for the foil. Look at that, that's awesome. The texture and the lighting around her, so cool. Oh, what is? Okay, I guess we're building an Arachne deck, because that is a full borderless, full frame, foiled, extended art Arachne hero. Oh my goodness, that has got to be... Oh, wow. I don't even know what to say about that. Other than get me a sleeve. Oh my goodness. I'm slightly freaking out. Oh, wow. That's gotta be a huge hit. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. Hang on. We got to take a second and marvel this. Look at that. And yes, I slide these top side in first. This is an exterior sleeve. I thought it was a perfect fit, which is usually how I do it, but we'll get that remedied after the fact. Wow. Okay. Yeah. We're we're building Arachne. That is so cool. So cool. Okay. Man, okay, so this unboxing, I can already say so far, I mean, regardless of cost or anything like that, this is really fun. Really fun. Hand of Vengeance for the equipment. All right. First rare, Up, Sticks, and Run. Affirm Loyalty. Followed by a foil Sworn Vengeance in the blue for a warrior action. And then our double weapon tokens. Man, that Arachne's awesome. So cool. So very cool. All right. Come on, focus, please. There we go. What are we not focusing on? Or what are we trying to focus on? Are we focusing on Arachne? Do I need to move her? Him? It? Whatever it is? All right. I I still don't know what to think about it. I feel really good. A blue twist and turn for rare, followed by Hunt to the Ends of Wraith, and then a Plunge the Prospect for the foil. Very nice. And then double weapons. All right, 3 more packs. Come on. Focus on it. Focus. I need to find a way to get like the depth of field like locked in on this camera. All right, Whittle from Bone, first rare, followed by March of Loyalty, and then a Hunt the Hunter, the Draconic Attack, foil. Very nice. Oh, and then, of course, the camera is freaking out. All right. 2 more packs. I will say, the paper packs have a really good kind of, like, tactile tear to them. So when you open them, like, you feel it. It feels pretty good, so. All right. Dragon Power, if it would focus, for our first rare. Followed by To the Point for another rare. Then a Poisoned Blade for the foil. And then our tokens. All right. Last pack. Flesh and Blood the Hunted for the booster box. Let's see if we can get some magic. More magic? Or did we use it all up? I don't know. I still feel good with what we've gotten so far. Come on, focus. There it goes. Danger Digits. Okay, that's a pretty good common for equipment goes. All right, first rare is a Bite, followed by Pursue the Pits of Despair for a generic action. And then a Silver Talons for a rare foil. Look at that. That's cool. I'm trying to get the light to go around the circle like that. Awesome. Ooh, and a mythic Runeblade action for Douse in Runeblood. Oh, that's foiled too. Very nice. Okay. And a young Syndra. Man, so we didn't get an adult Syndra, but we got the adult Arachne right there. Man, okay, so first box opening, awesome. Awesome feeling. Yeah, let me know down in the comments, are any of these good hits? And any deck building ideas that you could think of around Arachne, I would love to hear. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Let me know if you want more kind of Flesh and Blood activity. We're going to be kind of adding some extra stuff in between certain magic sets and things that come out. So yeah, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys have a great day. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.